Welcome back to Nick and Trav. I'm Nick.
I'm Trav.
And we're doing Mechcanicus today. We gooped last episode and failed the mission, but hey, that's not going to happen again because we're strong. We're strong, independent tech priests, and we don't need no magos to tell us what to do.
So I hear. Anyways.
Alright. So we got Skulva, we got Videx, Kefra, and our Roboy.
So what's new about Kefra's mission this time around?
Alright, so a unit of Skatari with experienced bionics has been lost in the tomb of Mech. Subdana Kefra has requested that they be recovered on behalf of the Kestis Mediclan's Medicare staff. Alright, so we got newest slot for deployment, Skatari Ranger Alpha 2, some Blackstone.
Let's do VidX's.
Alright. Let's go. Boop, boop, boop. And then these are Vanguard, these are Rangers. Vanguard. Single target range, single target range. Okay. Deploy. Magos, a matter of most proprietary has arisen. It concerns the tomb of Agrolek. Previous interactions suggest you still feel it is not pure enough. I have risked and spent enough lives with this text by text. It is much worse than I thought. It would not trouble you if it was not. As Fabricator General Kane once wrote, sometimes our prayers are answered, but not in the way that we prefer. Explain. Following our transmission of Lingua Technis prayers in the tomb, we have received reports of counter-transmission. It is in a crude form of binary that echoes Lingua Technis, but it is a foul and blasphemous triad of heresy from the mind of the Xenos. Let's see. Most concerning. Something within the tomb of Agrolek has awakened with sufficient unharmony to transmit its own mockery of our prayers. Our course of action is clear. Westwest Mediclar 5.21. From the mouths of the heretics emit not but foul vapors. Cut out the tongue and be clean. Oof. It's a little metal.
I mean, they are metal. Quite literally.
This is true. Portable source is a cognitive-like device deep inside the tomb. It is transmitting on a broad spectrum and in a version of our own Lingua Technis to ensure we can hear it. Amalathins 9.41. Thus does the enemy seek to crush our spirit, for our souls are our most potent weapon. I've already deployed the cohort magos, but do we have any idea of what we're dealing with? Nothing that cannot be silenced with fire and fury. We cannot be certain what this Necron device is. We should be wary of what we mind it. Nevertheless, this font of blasphemous must be stemmed. Advance deeper into the tomb immediately and execute our will. Ooh. Alright.
Okay.
So, let's see here. This is what we're working with. So.
Yeah. Let's grab that glyph first.
Okay. To the glyph.
That left one looks new. Let's try that.
2 HP.
Sweet.
Alright. Could be to preserve something inside that would perish in air, or maybe it's some kind of memorial to the void. Agrolek was a space fleet commander after all. A vacuum itself is not an issue to our cohort, but when the room becomes decompressed, there could be negative effects. A chamber ahead is sealed behind a doorway resembling the airlock from a ship. Spec scanners confirm the chamber itself is full of hard vacuum. Unfortunately, it's the only way ahead. Do we want to breach, open the airlock door, and weather the consequences in the name of speed? Try to safely let air gradually into the chamber until it is safe to open. Blast explosives on the door, retreat to a safe distance, and detonate.
Blasting.
We're blasting. 3 CP, here we
Yeah.
go. Cohort plants a remote explosive and falls back outside the blast zone. They detonate the door and are safe from the explosive recompression of the vacuum chamber. Though they have averted any damage, the Necrons begin to hone in on the noise of the detonation. Alright, so we just going, or?
So is there much benefit to doing those side, like to the left of the objective, the extra
The
battles?
little things? Oh, you mean
No,
these
go
guys?
down. Yeah.
I think that's more just Blackstone, really.
You think it's helpful?
Well, right now, not so much. I don't think I need to farm Blackstone, but personally, it's more. I want to get more tech priests, like. So I mean, we can speed run it. Also, I mean, let's be real. Like, keeping this boy down is kind of good because last time it was just, ooh.
Right. Yeah. No. We haven't actually done one of those side battles before, so I wasn't sure if it was really beneficial or if it's just kind of like, yeah, you got experience point. I guess that's cool.
Yeah, it's mostly just Blackstone. I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah. I guess go up and grab that thing, and then go back and we'll do the objectives.
All right. Alien's corruption is made manifest. Excise it now, Magos, even though it may require sacrifices. One of the cohort personnel is suffering from Necron transmission. The routines of their cranial implants have been overwritten by the stream of Xenos data. Religiously, a prayer session should suffice to snap the affected trooper out of it. The rites of execution will remove the affected implants completely. The procedure is costly and harmful, but the purification is assured. Or do we shut down the affected implants? Combat effectiveness will be reduced, but it is a small price to pay.
Let's remove that bitch.
We're just gonna remove them?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Not an easy choice, but the logical one. Silicon Abstrams verse 539. Sometimes the weak limb must be amputated before the whole body withers. Oof. Plus C3P, but oh, no. The rites are agonizing and time consuming, but the affected trooper is freed from his corruption. The rest of the cohort take heart from the fact that the malevolence of the alien can be thwarted by sacrifice. Good lord. Alright, so we're doing objectives now?
Yep.
Okay. And kill all enemies today. Alright. Killing everybody today. Let's go. Alright. So, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
We chilling. At least right now.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, I'm starting Royale. Literally right after we're done here, I'm gonna start up Royale.
I'm very surprised that it took this long.
Yeah, I know. It's been with the move and getting work and stuff like that, and it's just, to me, it's Royale had to take a back seat, And I mean, dude, it's not that I didn't want to play Royale, because holy shit, like, the changes apparently they did to it are really, really good. So, I'm super excited to like look at it.
Yeah, I can't vouch for the changes. It was just interesting watching my brother play it every now and then, which ultimately was just the not the social link, but just like the extra activities, because it's like now there's like a dartboard thing where it's like I don't know. I think you can get your some of your skills of determination or whatever type of thing from that, but it also has like this kind of randomness to it where it's like I think it can add like skills or boosts or something to like you or your personas or I don't know. It sounded really weird when my brother was describing it, but you know, I guess it. I guess he thought it was a positive, or at least like he thought it was a fun way to do it. It sounded like.
That's cool.
So other than that, there's not really. I'm not familiar with the actual changes other than obviously redheaded girl
Is new.
persona.
Yeah, there's like 3 new fucking social links. There's like a whole new semester. You got the new main. You get well, not the new MC, but like you got the new girl. Like she seems interesting. So like, I mean, I'm looking forward to really like sinking my teeth into it, because obviously I enjoy Persona in most ways than the normal people's.
Yeah, that's just it's crazy though because I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't get to play 4 Golden since I didn't own a Vita or PSP or whichever thing it was on.
Mm-hmm.
But like between that and what FES just added the answer, right? Like there wasn't really a ton of added content to it.
Oh, this is a whole new game. Like it added the playable stuff. Yeah.
No, okay. Maybe I added more than I thought because I'm just thinking to myself like Persona 5 was already like 80 goddamn hours by itself. Like
Yeah.
with Royal adding all that new stuff, like it's got to be what 100, 120 at least or something now.
Yeah. It's something bananas.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it has no reason to be that much. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like, what is the longest game? Do you think?
I have
like,
no clue.
JRPG or otherwise. Like, what just like requires you? Just like, if you want to do all the shit, like not even necessarily extras, because like you can sink your teeth into Persona and still get 100 hours or whatever without doing the extras like of every Persona, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I wonder what the longest game is where it's just like, yeah, you go do the thing, you kill it, you eventually get there, and like, oh, it's been 200 hours. Like, what the fuck?
That'd be I don't know, actually. That's actually a good question. I want to say it's probably like a Dragon Quest game.
That wouldn't be surprising. I'm gonna try and do a very quick glance and see what we can find.
There we go. No threat remaining. Beware, Magos. The words of the enemy can serve as his weapon, as surely as a gun. Mechcanicus Metaclan's cognitures have completed a translation subroutine. The Necron transmission can be deciphered. Alright. Do we obliterate? Delete the translation from the cognitures unread. Nothing good can come from reading the words of the Xenos. Evaluate. Read the translation immediately. It may contain valuable intelligence. Segregate. Quarantine the translation so it can be studied later by properly trained tech priests.
Let's obliterate it. Fuck them.
Fuck them Xenos.
Oh my.
Worth it. I concur, Mongos. Metagon Notions, Chapter 4113. Better safe and ignorant than ruining the means of our downfall. Alright. Final objective? Or do you want to actually, like, do you want to check it out? Do you want to see?
Not this time. Let's just do the objective.
Alright. Let's go.
Okay, these lists just want to cheat. Like, I'm even specifically looking up, like, story, campaign, like, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps bringing me back to, like, oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon, 133-hour average. Animal Crossing, 422-hour average. Like, no, that's not... No.
That's not what we're looking for, bro.
I mean, according to this list, Final Fantasy 12, 120-hour average.
That is a yes. 12 was very long. And Zodiac Age is on the list.
A list of what?
Of RPGs that I'm going to be rocking.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because, dude, man, Zodiac Age, like, I played it when the new one came out. And I got roughly, like, I want to say, like, 45, maybe 46 hours in. But I did one of the farming tricks, and, like, I got really discouraged because, like, I'm not gonna lie, if I do the farming tricks, you're just so overpowered. The game just does not feel right, and it doesn't feel fun, and yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah, I hate that. And like, I mean, if it's just a steamroll, it kind of sucks.
These lists, dude. All right, this one's saying Farming Simulator 19, average length 190 hours.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Ark Survival Evolved, average length 120. Like, where are they grabbing these numbers from? These don't have campaigns, as far as I know. I mean, Farming Simulator maybe, but
I'm pretty sure they don't have campaigns.
Minecraft average 120. Like, this isn't. I don't understand.
Dude, I shot that thing so fucking hard. It got obliterated off the map, and I don't think I got my cog point. So, hell yeah.
Oh, baby.
Alright.
Oh, here's something you could maybe vouch for. One thing that I've seen 2 or 3 times now is Monster Hunter Freedom 2.
Ooh. Yeah, that one had a lot of boyz in it. But then again, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Monster Hunter games, I don't want to say their numbers are inflated. But
I mean, that is what I'm reading in this thing as well.
Yeah. Their numbers are kind of inflated. You know?
Yeah.
Is there a fucking guy right there? Yeah, there is. Wow.
He's hiding.
Yeah, he's just like, there he is, just chilling.
Are you able to, like, in most games, where you're able to, like, flip the grid around to see from different angles?
Yeah, most games. You know what? I don't know if I can do that in this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Can you do it now?
Let's see here. Video, other, key bindings. Oh my god. I think I'm an idiot. No. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We did it! We figured it out, boys. Nick finally figured out that the camera moves. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna delay his... No, we're not gonna... We're gonna end his turn. Because apparently all we gotta do is get there. So... Let's get my ranger boys over here. Can you hit anybody? No.
Here's a fun little list of some of this stuff. So I see Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, 139 hours for main story, 441 hours to complete.
Yes. To complete, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because,
I mean,
remember, completion is different to a lot of people. It could be all the armor, it could be all the weapons, killing all the monsters, getting all the trophies, platinuming the game, that kind of shit.
Sure, and that definitely feels right. Like, granted, we've only I've only played World and now Rise, but we're not deep enough into Rise to really get that full count yet. But
Yeah.
World was very, I mean, you and my brother played that tons more than I did overall. But even then, I think I still got like 200 hours in or something like that. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like something crazy. Um, so I mean, yeah. Granted, like you're talking about, those are a little inflated because the actual description I was reading on whichever other Monster Hunter I was just describing was like he uses MMO mechanics to inflate the numbers or something type of thing. But so there's that. I'm seeing The Witcher 3, 48 hours for main story, 185 hours to complete.
Yeah, Witcher 3 was pretty big.
Yeah, 2 huge expansions that almost doubled the game length. That feels pretty good.
Yeah, it was a pretty sizable game.
As you said, Dragon Warrior 7. Is that the popular one? Was that something of the Curse King?
I think yeah, it does sound familiar.
Okay, that's when Akira Toriyama did his thing on the series. So 104 hours for main story, 257 hours to complete. I love that they included this one. Skyrim, 23 and a half hours for main story, 220 hours to complete.
Yep, sounds about right.
Here's something I'm familiar with. Do you know what Spell Force is?
Yes.
What the hell is that?
It's a Might and Magic type game. I
Oh,
don't know if you've ever played it, but
nope.
it's also kind of like a really good CRPG-ish type game. Damn it.
Well, looks long. So yeah, it says 62 and a half hours for main story, 270 hours to complete.
Yeah,
But it also
it's a little brutal.
it also specifies that this is a collection of 3 games apparently because it's
Yes.
Platinum Edition.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're talking about the Platinum Edition, yes. And there are also like 3 actual versions, well, not versions, but like there are 3 actual Spellforce games.
So I take it you would recommend it.
They're okay. I'm not
Okay.
gonna I'm not gonna sake my reputation on such things, but they're pretty okay games.
Okay. Here's an interesting one. Gran Turismo 4,
Ooh,
80 hours for main story, 343 hours to complete.
Gran Turismo. It's probably just because all the
Yeah, just unlocking all
moving.
the cars.
Yep, that's the idea.
I'm sure I know what this is. What is Record of Algares War?
Record of Arcastor. Yeah, that's the Oh my god, I'm trying to remember because I know exactly what you're talking about because I have them all.
Hmm,
It's an RPG. I know that.
right. Yeah, I mean
Just
basically everything but Gran Turismo is RPG on this list.
yeah. Give me this. If you do it. And then this motherfucker over here. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're doing it. Ah! Shit! Oh, okay. Just 2 Necron Warriors. Good. Alright, cool. Have to be right on top
They
of
were gonna
it.
die again.
No, we're good. Alright, so
Okay, this is kind of. I'm just looking at gameplay. It's kind of tactics. I mean, it's more or less a tactics game. It seems like.
mm-hmm. Yeah, the Argus War. It should be one of those birther ones where you're a dude and you have babies and your babies are a mix of you and another character and you go through generations, if I remember correctly.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. Like, I mean, it kind of gameplay is mostly just like I said. Like, it's you have X amount of characters, and then well, bam, they have
Sure.
babies. But yeah, those are fun. I've got like a good amount of hours on Steam for those.
Yeah, this one says 86 hours for main story, 226 to complete.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Some of these, like I know I've spent a lot of time on some games. Like obviously we just talked about like Persona, but in some cases, like I just can't imagine liking a game that much to where it was like, yeah, I spent literally like 2 weeks playing this game. Like not like in the course of 2 weeks, but like no, I literally spent 2 weeks worth of time playing this game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some games capture people, dude. It's one of those things where it's like, I like the idea that some people think, hey man, like, I enjoy this game so much, I want to play it. And then you've got, some people that are like, oh, this game is trash. I've never enjoyed anything like this. Rada, rada, rada.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I both do and don't get it. Like, obviously, MMOs, you can spend months and years playing more or less the same damn thing. So I mean, obviously it happens, but it's just like, damn, it's commitment.
Hey man, I really like
I'm
Final
afraid of
Fantasy,
commitment.
okay?
Well, I guess so.
For me to be able to play it as much as I do, yeah, I love it.
Here's one I always wanted to play: White Knight Chronicles. Well, this one's 2 specifically, but those look like interesting games. Did you ever play those? Like those?
No, I did not. What I can say though is that those games seem interesting because I know of them, but I do not have a history with them at all.
For sure, and yeah, it doesn't help that they're basically what it looks like they're only it's PS3 exclusive. So, take a quick look here because I think it's like an action-y RPG. Yeah, it kind of seems maybe. Actually, no, it's kind of hard for me to tell. Like it's like you can move around. It looks like kind of Tales or like Final Fantasy 12, but then it's like you set up your move like chain or whatever that you're going to do. Kind of. I'm not sure why this popped into my head. It reminds me of remember Hybrid Heaven?
Oh God. I shouldn't.
Super
I shouldn't
random.
say that. Yeah, no, we shouldn't. We shouldn't put it down. That game did what it wanted to do.
I mean, I couldn't tell you anything about it, but I had fun with it.
Yeah, like that game did exactly what it wanted to do, and you know what? Power to it.
I mean, like you were Neo from the Matrix or something, and then for a while you were like an Indian dude, and then like you were just beating up like monsters with roundhouse kicks and shit. Like, I mean, what's not to like?
It made sense in its own universe,
For sure. But yeah, this looks kind of interesting. It's kind of hard to tell off of a very brief look here. But I guess that's not a long campaign. Only 40 hours for main story, but 380 hours to complete.
It's probably mostly just all the back end stuff. Because
Sure.
like, so okay, for me, and I know this is not the most popular fucking opinion known to mankind. But like, game completion to me, dude, like it's you hit credits. Alright? When you hit the credits, you hit the credits, and you just call it a fucking day.
So then, what do you call? I guess maybe you would call it platinum. Platinum. Yeah, that word.
Yeah.
Like what is that to you then? Like after credits, you're like, okay, cool. There's extra shit to do. What do you call that?
To me, that's just extra shit.
So then, if you say you completed the game, you did this. Then what do you say if you did 100% of the game?
I 100% the game.
Okay.
Like I don't like the idea of like, cause okay, if we look at how, and I hate to bring this up because fucking people are dumb. Dark Souls. To a lot of people, Dark Souls is a game that you complete by getting all the items, but you can't get all the items in one playthrough. Nor can you get all the items like specifically trying to do like a thing, or trying to do a build. You need to change up a lot of stuff and do a lot of other random things to pick up like specific rings or specific weapons or specific pieces of armor. You have to do fights in specific ways, and that's just like that's playthrough on top of playthrough on top of playthrough on top of playthrough. And I mean, ain't nobody got time for that shit, dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm so done. Like, and I mean, I'm not even a big fan of Dark Souls, because I mean, obviously that's the type that this gameplay I don't enjoy. So like, I mean, it's really up to whoever wants to play the game on how they want to do it, which is fine. And I mean, if there's a generalized idea of what completion is, and that is, you 100% the game, period. You get all the platinum trophies or achievements, and you get all the things, and that's all. Then I'm happy for whoever wants to do that. But if we're gonna be like semantics about it and be like, oh well, you didn't get this one ring, and there's no achievement for it, so obviously I can't track it. Then you're just gonna be a pooper, and no one wants to deal with that shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, what about you, man? What is completion to you, my friend?
I mean, like you say, semantics. I mean, I consider beating a game credits, as opposed to completing a game would probably be either 100% or at least like doing like the trophies or something. Like basically you've done most of what there is to do, or at least like as far as something that you could easily make a checklist of type of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it's semantics. I was just kind of curious because you made the distinction, so I wanted to know what where the line was drawn.
It's all good. Mission compris. The cohort comes across a Necron device mounted in a chapter deep within the tomb of Agrelek. They destroy with extreme prejudice, and the binary transmissions immediately halt. Whatever end the tomb inhabitants wish to achieve with their mockery of linguisticness, they have been prevented from achieving it. Job Administration 61.90. When the heretic is silenced, it is as if his weapons and tools are stripped from him. He is left impotent and weak. I can appreciate the benefit to the Caesarea of removing this moral threat. I can feel the emotions they do. Relief, joy, even. I take solace from them before I compartmentalize them. And the journey towards inefficiency is halted. Cataclysm Borealis 6.15. Inefficiency is a slope whereupon one slides ever downwards, by degrees, until one reaches the Nadara knowing. A fate we must avoid if we are to fulfill our mission on Silva Tenebris. Hey, we did it!
Oh yeah!
Good recovery, boys. Yeah, I feel that the other two things would have given us just more Blackstone, and after the last one, I really don't think we should be farming it right now. We're at 50% though. That was good.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Yeah, just a quick side note. Just as I was looking through this particular one, I've never done a bait and Kados game, but apparently they're saying this one it takes somewhere around 341 hours,
Oh, good God.
and that's for to be considered the longest speed run possible. If you want to complete this game start to finish, it would be near impossible to go in a single run without dying. The game takes 341 hours to complete in the fastest possible time. This means for a regular player, it would take upwards of 500 hours just to beat the game, along with bathroom breaks, eating, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So I don't know nothing about no bait and Kados, but that might be, if true, the longest thing that I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, 500's a bit.
Yeah. So just to kind of wrap up that conversation, since I came across that. So now what are we? What was that? What was that?
Oh, what was this?
What were we looking at?
Oh, I was looking at just mission progress, where we're at.
Oh, okay.
You know, this is all the missions that we've done,
For sure.
all the rewards and stuff like that, and how the bar is filling. We're keeping it real nice and clean, you know? We're not doing too much of a jump in between missions, which is good. But
Nice.
we'll figure that shit out next time on Nick and Trav.
Cool. Like, comment, subscribe, buttons, bells, ding ding,
Tell somebody you love them.
buzzwords.
Buzzwords, yep. Use your buzzwords. All right. It's June, so hashtag gay marriage. All right. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye.